welcome back to another vlog. I don't even know if it's been that long. I don't even know what vlog number this is, but whatever vlog number it is, welcome back. I hope you guys have been okay, been staying safe and all that, whatever. I'm in Adelaide. I've just finished loading these. I got to Adelaide last night from, well, basically from Mackay. I went up there, loaded, or from Sydney, sorry. I went up to Mackay, loaded, unloaded, reloaded in Sydney, come down here, unloaded again, and I actually missed the loaders where I've just loaded out. I went home before I got there last night, so then I had to spend the night here in Adelaide, which is alright. It's Sunday, and I'll be home by tomorrow night, late tomorrow night, hopefully. Yeah. Train signs. If there is one there, there should be. There it is. So that's the road. And then let's find the train. Should be just one up there. These are the worst. Train. So this back trailer is frozen, and the front two, they're not ambient, they're like chilled, so they're 2 degrees. Minus 22 will do. All my lights are working. This one's on 2 degrees. That's the middle trailer. Sweet. All my lines are hooked up. I lost the cover to that one, so that's always uncovered, but still got this one. My legs are up. This is an airbag switch for anyone that doesn't know. That raises and lowers the trailer over the axles. My pin's locked in, that holds this A-trailer box in place. Cords are connected. Tap switched on. Same thing with this A-trailer. Airbag switch. Pin's locked in. And those are all good. So I've actually recorded 2 vlogs before this one. The main problem with these vlogs now is I really don't have all that much time to get vlogs out anymore, especially like the 30-40 minute videos that I know you guys like. When I'm on the road, I hardly ever stop for long enough. I stop for a 7 or 8 hour break and then get going again. And then when I'm home, because I've been away for 2 weeks, I don't want to sit on my computer and like use up and chew up family time editing long vlogs anymore. To kind of fix that, these vlogs are going to be shorter from now on. It's less time editing, and I can, when I get home, I can actually, you know, focus on my family instead of sitting in the bedroom on the computer anymore. Like doing depot for on my last job, it was fine because I basically knew what I was doing the next day. I'd get home for a 48 and then go again, so I always had time to edit vlogs. But yeah, that's just how it's worked out. Today I'm here in Adelaide and I'm taking it up to Queensland. I'll be going up at Gawler. I'll take a left off the Northern Expressway or the Sturt Highway, whatever you want to call it, and then I'll go out, I think it's the Horrocks Highway. Can't remember the name of all those little towns on the way up there, but once you get out amongst the red dirt, it goes Yunta, Broken Hill, Cobar, Burke, then Walgett, or Brewarrina, however you say that, Walgett, Moree, Goondiwindi, and then a straight shot to Toowoomba and Gatton. So I'll probably split up in Gatton and then run these 2 front trailers in, and then someone else might do my dog run. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure that out when I get up there tomorrow night. But my first stop up here will be Yunta. I'll stop there for fuel. Before I forget to show you though, and my wife, for my birthday, it was my birthday in July, she got me this food warmer. That thing right there, because I don't have an inverter or a microwave in this truck, has been a life changer. I packed on heaps of weight in the first couple of months in this truck because I kept running out of food. We hadn't adjusted to how much food I actually needed for 2 weeks being out on the road, so I kept eating out of roadhouses. Like, I'm the biggest that I've ever been, and I've only just realized it in the last week or something. I've had this for about a month now and it's awesome. So it's just a 12-volt food warmer. It looks like a lunchbox. But last night I put lamb, because we pack everything into Ziploc bags now. Yesterday I had lamb shanks in a Ziploc bag, and I put it in and forgot about it, and it melted the plastic, and I ended up eating the lamb shanks out of the food warmer. So gonna wait for that to heat up. I'm gonna wipe it out and get rid of the cloth. And then for breakfast, this fridge is good because it freezes everything. Got some quesadillas for snacks. That's like apricot chicken, beef stew. That might actually be another lamb shanks. I don't know what that is. I think that's pulled pork, some sausages. But we've been making, while I've been home, we've been making these like breakfast wraps. So I'm gonna chuck that breakfast wrap in, and these are McMuffins. For any truck drivers, I was skeptical when my wife wanted to do these frozen McMuffins and frozen breakfast wraps, but these actually thaw out perfectly. If you freeze, what I didn't know is if you freeze a runny yolk, when it thaws out and heats up, it's still runny, which is crazy to me. So yeah, I'm gonna chuck those in once I've cleaned that out. The new truck is an auto. It's a new K200. That brand new one that the last mob gave me. I mean, you guys might remember that I was having problems with the brakes. That's why I gave it back to them and got that big cab back. This truck's the fucking same. I've just come to the conclusion that it's a new Kenworth thing. I've learnt that with these new K200s, because even the SAR Legend had the same brake issue. I've learnt with these new Kenworths that you have to stomp on the brakes to get the trailer brakes to work. I don't know why. I got used to it, and I'm standing on the brakes harder, and then so when you stand on the brakes lightly with these new Kenworths, it doesn't activate the trailer brakes properly, so you have to stand on the brake pedal, and then it works. So I'm doing that, and it's fine. I should have just done that at the last company with that brand new one. This truck has an auto climber in it. That's a really good system. No cameras, like no stupid Guardian, and this auto corrects. I don't know if this truck's a Euro 6, I think it might be, I'm not sure, but whatever they've done differently with this auto, they've obviously figured out, they've obviously ironed out some of the kinks. These new autos, they crack. I don't think this truck's got the fuel efficiency program on it. I thought that it would be a 550, but this thing drives like a 600. This is the hardest pulling truck that I've driven, apart from like old 104s and things like that. Alright, next stop is Yunta. Yunta should take us about 3.5 hours once I get up past Gawler. Sweet. This truck, this is one of those weird trucks that if the more weight you have on, the harder it pulls. Because it's an auto, it obviously drives different when you're empty because it doesn't need to try as hard. But when you got weight on and this thing's actually trying to pick up speed, it cracks. I've never had an auto drive like this. I've driven quite a few auto K200s with the X15 in them. If I can get out of this bloody intersection. Alright, so watch this. No manual, I don't even use manual anymore. Like it's revving itself right out to 2 grand. Still revving, still revving, still revving, still revving. Oh, this truck's crazy. Like yeah, I'm not that heavy, but like I'd be 70, 75 ton, easy. Especially on that back trailer. Like there's 70 in what, not even a kilometre. Usually it takes ages for Roadtrain to pick up speed like that. So this is the Northern Expressway that we're about to go over. Ah, shit, sorry. So this is the Northern Expressway underneath here. That way is north, that way is south to Adelaide. We're going that way, obviously. So what we do is go up to Gawler, take a left, and then start heading up and in. Let's go. I forgot how much I missed an auto. Driving that manual, I was having too much fun. I forgot how enjoyable an auto is, because you don't have to use your left leg all the time. Don't have to worry about rev matching, none of that. Dirt. Wave to the camera, babe. Oh, you didn't wave. The highway. Go. Alright. So I'm just coming up to Copperhouse Road. Copperhouse Road is the bypass around Burra. Burra is just a little town that's up here, up that hill there. I always have my maps on up until here, and then I usually switch them off after this, because this is really the last detour around any town that I can remember. You go straight through Broken Hill, you go straight through Cobar, and straight through Burke and all that. Oh, you have to detour around Walgett and Moree, but usually I go straight through Walgett because I stop there for fuel. Hopefully this car's watching. Good on ya. There's a Lindsay Brothers truck up there. It's a big cab 220, K220. I saw him go past before. Good looking truck too. Big bump here somewhere that I have to slow down for. I forgot about it last time. Smashed straight over it. There it is here. It's a nasty bloody thing, this thing. Alright. One of you guys actually told me that I can get logbooks. That you can get a logbook from police station in Burra here. Obviously you'd have to unhook and then bobtail over there. So I'll remember that next time I need one and I'm out this way. Old little town, this one, I think. Sweet. And now we basically don't turn until we get to Broken Hill, and we have to zigzag through Broken Hill. Thanks, mate. How's that 220 go, alright?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good so far. It's a lot more comfortable than the 200, but still got the cab over top.
Yeah, nice. You got a big mattress in there, or just a standard one?
No, just a standard one at the moment.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Looks good anyway.
Yeah, no, you can definitely tell them apart, so alright, see you later.
This is where they check to see if you've got any produce or fruit. They're usually pretty quick with trucks. I didn't actually, so that checking station is, the border isn't till the border village near Broken Hill there, But I didn't know about any of these checking stations in South Australia or Western Australia until I got over here, and I thought, oh geez, here we go, I'm getting pulled into the pads. And he goes, what do you have on? And I said, oh, meat. And he said, yeah, sweet, see you later, mate. So when we get into town here, about halfway through, it's a blink town, if you blink you miss it, but about halfway through, the mobile servo is on the right, and I just got to make sure I can't do, if I miss the Bowsers, I can do a U-turn ahead of it, but I have to make sure that I don't pull in there and there's no Roadtrain. I don't want to get stuck. Hopefully there's no other trucks at the Bowsers, otherwise I'll pull over onto the left here, and there's like a waiting bay across the road on the side road, so it's just over here on the right where that car's pointing out. I usually try and cut in there as late as I can, just in case I have to take the side road, but we'll see how we go. These are just things that you have to think about when you're towing road trains. We're up. And boom. Hopefully he can go on this side of me. He'll be right. Fuel Bowsers, people will leave rocks because these latches don't work to hold the handles. So this rock will go perfectly into the AdBlue handle. You like that? Like a glove. Yeah, it gets a bit tricky. You know, when there's 3 road trains and a couple other trucks trying to fuel up at the same time. But these Outback fuel Bowsers are all set up really well. They're all set up like lanes. So there's a set of Bowsers here, and there's another one on the other side of that truck there, and it's all just like straight. And there's the service centre there, and that's obviously the exit over there. But it's all just straight lanes to access all these Bowsers, so you can swing road trains and everything through them, and it's without having to worry about getting stuck. That's all full. I'll go in and pay, and then we'll get it back on the road, I reckon. Cobar, yeah, so Cobar's 7 hours away. Let's get into it. Now that everything's full of fuel, don't have that stress hanging around anymore. I love being out here, because obviously there's heaps of B doubles, but like it's not like anywhere else. Here and out west, it's just road trains everywhere. When you go out west, you feel like an amateur because everyone doing road trains. Good, I just beat that oversize out. The size of this train. 3, 2, 1. Double stack. Probably 1 kilometre long, maybe 2. There's heaps of Lindsay brothers on these trains. This freaks me right out, this does. People biking all the way out here. I mean, good on you, but not for me. This, when I first went to Adelaide with I had a road, a double the first time I went down there, I thought that this route through here was the wrong way to go because of these roundabouts, and you guys will see why. These roundabouts are ridiculous. Like, you basically need to go straight over them like that. And the back trailers just come straight over the top. It's a nice place though, Broken Hill. Circus. But this roundabout here and the next one are ridiculous. You literally need to go straight over the top of them. I don't know why they don't just put traffic lights through here. Take a right hand turn over here. I would take this one wide. Again, a questionable bloody island in the middle here. That was Broken Hill. I'm not due in Cobar until 10 o'clock. I might stop there to start, so I can start my book earlier tomorrow. I'll see how I go, but I'm 5 hours from there. That's a good little trip for the day if I do decide to stop there. But if I get there and I'm wide awake, then I'll keep going. I'll use my whole book. Alright, so welcome back to the next day. Welcome back to another day. I'm in Cobar. I skipped a whole lot of road because after I left Broken Hill, it basically got dark. That's what that last shot was. So I pulled up here in Cobar around 11:15 last night, and I was hungry. I wasn't tired, but I was hungry. But I knew that if I ate, that it would knock me out, and it did. So I ended up camping here. I'm gonna chuck breakfast in the food warm and get on the road. But anyway, a couple of breakfast wraps in there. They'll be hot in, it's 7:30 now. They'll be hot by they'll be hot at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm just coming through Brewarrina. Up here I'm going to take a left to head towards Walgett, and Walgett is my next stop for fuel. It's about an hour and a half away from here, but once you take left here and then you go right again, and then that's I think it's still the Kamilaroi Highway. I wonder if that's a Woodham Bowser. There's a Woodham's in Walgett. That's where I'll stop for fuel. And after Walgett it's Moree, and Moree is then back out onto the Newell. I'm sick of hearing these bloody people on the radio. They're using the radio to have a chat to each other. And I think they're travelling in front of me. It's fucking annoying. So this is the parking bay that I usually try and make it to out of Adelaide. A lot of people try, but and then from here Walgett is an hour and 20 minutes. These signs are crazy. They tell people to do 100 right before an intersection. This turn's so easy to miss if you're not looking at maps, if you don't know where it is, because your maps doesn't tell you to turn. So from here, Walgett's about 6k, but I've got to take the heavy vehicle route. I'll show you guys when I get there. So there's a roundabout up there. That's the Castlereagh Highway, but it's also the main drag of Walgett. The heavy, just this left-hand turn here, that's a heavy vehicle route to Moree and all that, but we're taking it to Coonamble. We're going right, because if I went that way I would come around on the fuel bowsers weirdly, so go this way. Gonna take a left here, and the fuel bowser just on the other side of these yards here. Everybody's coming that way. And sneak down this little side street here, and then the roadhouse, this side street literally goes straight into the roadhouse. You can come from that way, but I don't like pulling a right hand turn at that roundabout. Especially with a road train. Windows up. These utes are going to make it a bit tricky. I need AdBlue, and the AdBlue pumps up against the wall there. I just have to swing it in hard. hopefully that 200's gone by the time I leave. And that should do it. This AdBlue pump here is short, so I've got to stretch the ride out because you can't really come in from that way, and it says there's signs here saying not to, so whatever. I've got to fuel the truck up, ride up while I'm here, and keep cracking. I don't actually think I have enough space to swing out around there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten the prime mover up with this front trailer and let these back two just track the same way that I come in, and that should get me out with heaps of room. If that ute wasn't there at that pump, it would have been fine, but there, what I was saying is that ute wasn't there. If that ute wasn't there, I could just go straight that way and then cut out towards the road, but I think I would have enough space, but I'd rather not. I'd rather just know that I've got enough space instead of move forward and like just figure it out as I go. Just the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna go in and pay and then we get cracking again. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, just go back. Just keep that trailer going back out that way. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see it. I know there's nothing over there. There is a gate there. So that should give me enough space right there. Yeah, I would have had heaps of space, but like I said, I didn't want to risk it. Track across this way. Easy as that. Sorry everybody, my fans are on. There's more people. There's people out here probably used to the dust anyway. Just me being from the city, I'm not. That's the road. If I hadn't have taken that heavy vehicle turn back up this way, this is the road that I would have come out of. I think you could probably swing a road train around this roundabout, but I'd just rather not. This truck is coming out is where we would have come out if I had followed the heavy vehicle route towards Moree. So my next stop will be the Goondiwindi BP for a shower, but I've got to go through Moree, and Moree's about 2.5 hours away from here. Making pretty good time. I'll be in Moree by 3 o'clock. Goondiwindi by what, 5 o'clock, 4:30, something like that. And then down into the Gaddon breakdown pad, or the Roadtrain pad in Gaddon, maybe, what's that, 5, maybe 9 o'clock tonight. So I do have to make sure that I have my brakes on the way down. It's perfect. My wife puts chorizo in these. Chorizo, egg, cheese, and like roast potato. Right, so I'm about to turn onto the Guida Highway. The Guida Highway, for anyone that's seen the Inverell videos that I put out a while ago, this is actually the highway. So as far as I know, this highway starts over in Glen Innes, which is on the New England Highway, and then you use it to cut across the Inverell. But it also, after Inverell, if you take a right-hand turn in Delungra, I think it's in Delungra, it actually brings you through to Moree and out here. And this road here just goes up to Lightning Ridge, and I think that's how you get to Roma and all that. I'm not sure, I've never been that way. Alright, so the next thing is, what are those? Are those pigs? There's like 5 dead pigs on the side of the road. Wonder if they come off the top of a truck. There's like 7, 8 dead pigs there. So I'm in Moree. I have to take the heavy vehicle route through here. I can't wait to get to Goondiwindi and have a shower. I never realised Moree was this big until I went out, until I went down to Adelaide. Because every other time I've come out this way, I've just gone straight past Moree on the Newell. Have to be careful going into this. It's called Cobar Street. Have to be careful going in there. If there's another truck coming out, I have to give them plenty of space because it's a tight little street. It's just up here. Is that a truck? That's a truck. Shit, did I give him room? Same with this corner. But I've got right of way because I'm coming out of the street. Now we're on the Newell. Let's go. I should be home 7 hours, so 11:30. Yeah, it's about what I told the missus anyway. Midnight. Thinking about stopping here for a shower, but I don't know if my balls are big enough to stop here. I'm surprised there's trucks in the back of there. For anyone that doesn't know, that's the servo where the with some, I don't know if they were locals out here, but we're giving truck drivers a hard time. They're pulling truck drivers out of their trucks and making their trucks undrivable. that kid was walking a quad bike down the road with no front wheels on it, so he had it standing up on its back wheels and he was pulling it. Geez, I would love to be in a 104. I love 104s. Especially these big cabs. Where am I going to go? I like those 610s with the big cabs on them. Up here, I think. As you don't know, what you do at these truck stops is hand your truck keys in and you get a shower key. I always try and wait for these Goondiwindi showers because they're a bit nicer than all the other showers out this way. Beautiful day out here at Goondiwindi. I always park off to the side, like if I'm just stopping for a shower or something I don't like, using up these parking bays here. The gear's not all that flash. Still can't deny that a Roadtrain looks good. So I'm thinking I might actually end this vlog here. It's about to get dark, and like as you guys know from all the previous videos, there's no point filming vlogs in the dark, and this vlog's already gonna be long enough anyway. Well, thank you guys for tuning in again. I think this is vlog 17. I think, I don't know. I haven't really, because I'm not filming anything. I haven't been even looking at my YouTube channel. I haven't been looking at comments, anything like that, which is a bit slack on my behalf. But you know, well, just painful. It was just painful looking at the YouTube channel and not uploading anything. Then I'm not sure when the next one will be out. It might be another wait for it. I'm not sure. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one.